What is up and what is good, everyone? Today you will be joining me as I go hunting at the famous Rose Bowl Flea Market right there behind me in Pasadena, California. That, of course, is the famous Rose Bowl Stadium for you football fans out there. But this place brings back a lot of memories. I used to sell here maybe 5 to 10 years ago. I used to sell here vintage shirts, sneakers, toys. Basically what I do now, but I do mostly online. But yeah, it was a crazy experience selling here. But today it's all buying, adding things to the collection, things we don't need, of course. But this place is cool. We're gonna see lots of cool stuff, and there are deals here. You just have to look very, very hard and work on your haggling skills here as well. So if you don't haggle, you're not gonna have much success as far as deals go here at the flea market. It goes for any flea market too. But let's get this hunt started, and hopefully we can find some good stuff. Thanks for tuning into the channel, and to all you new subscribers and viewers, glad you could join me. Let's get this hunt started. Rose Bowl Flea Market. You see, you can buy everything here at this flea market. You got clothes, you got wooden goods that people make, lots of vintage clothing, of course. So there's a lot to see. We've got jewelry. There's a Rose Bowl Stadium. And there's like a pile of clothes. This is where you're gonna find deals at these piles of clothes if you're into vintage clothing. We're gonna come over on this side of the flea market. Try to find some toys. I already see some toys over there. Let's see what they got. But yeah, lots of very cool stuff here. You're into vintage and old school stuff, this is definitely the spot to hit up. Check out these old school roller skates. Miller Lite cooler, very cool. Old school radios. Check out this cool strobe light from the 60s, I believe. World's Greatest Dad. Is that me, guys? Am I the world's greatest dad? Oh my God, these. I used to have these growing up. My brother and I. My mom used them as curtains in her room. That's crazy. Brings back a lot of memories. That's a cool little tin. That's most definitely Magic Johnson. What in the world? These don't fit me, guys, but this is crazy. Check out these Fruit of the Loom undies.
I'm the Hulkster, man. Look into my eyes, man.
Some Barbie stuff. Pedro. Oh, check this out. James Bond Jr. thermos. Empire Strikes Back thermos. Cool stuff here. Tonka. You got some little booties here. This is very cool. Coca-Cola. Old school stuff, guys. There's also Popeye. California, guys. California Raisins collection here. We got lots of vinyls. Some plushies. Some napkins there as well. This is from Mexico. Sabritas. Little ponies. Strawberry shortcake. Some trolls. Teletubbies. Small soldiers. Some cool figures here. Cool Garfield clock. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I think is insane. So this person's still setting up, but looks like they got a whole bag of plushies. Sesame Street plushie. We're gonna have to come back here. We do love our plushies at the house. Yeah. All right, guys. So this flea market, the people that sell here, they do know what they have and they do know what stuff is worth. So But that doesn't mean you're not gonna find any deals, because you can't find deals. But if you're a flipper trying to find stuff here to flip, you're gonna have to look a lot harder, because like I said, a lot of people know what they have. But if you're a collector and you want to get stuff for good prices, cheaper than eBay, this is the place. But you definitely have to know your bargaining skills, your haggling skills. You got to put them to the test here. I know a lot of guys don't like haggling or bargaining, but it's a skill, it's a must. You're going to hit up flea markets. Do I need this in the living room? Probably not. My fiance probably, she would actually probably think it's really cool, but that's just pretty, that's cool. That's all I got to say. Let's keep moving along, see what else we could find. I'm definitely going to probably, if you're into spending, you could probably spend on stuff you definitely don't need, because they got so much cool stuff. Here's another Native American wooden head. Furniture, you got vintage furniture here.
Well, we need to throw a tiny little ropes. Well, that's what we need to throw.
Is that Billy Shakespeare right there? Is that Billy Shakespeare?
To gawp or not to gawp? That is the question.
Let's see, got some more vintage plushies. Miss Piggy, cool Miss Piggy, Sammy skates. It's a very cool vintage Mickey Mouse. Cool, a lot of toys here. Okay, I'll check it out. There's a lot of newer stuff here. Stuff from the 2000s. Batman Hush. You got a lot of video games as well. Blu-rays. Let's see. A couple of vintage toys here. You got some, what are these called? Power Stones, Trolls or something. There's a Slimer, some mask figures. Tracy. This dude right here. Electronic basketball. Video games. Here's a G.I. Joe carrying case. Bo Jackson. A whole stack of Goosebumps books. Awesome. Bag of vintage wrestling cards. That can't be the price. But then over here we got some mask figures. I already have those. Don't have these. I wonder what they're asking for this. I'll find out. Oh, look in terrible shape for these mask vehicles. This one looks like it's missing a lot of stuff though. Sunshine Family Craft Store. This is pretty cool. Super Game Boy. And crossing that bridge is a whole nother section over there. And you be seeing some crazy stuff for sale here at the Rose Bowl. So this horse. It's like a life-size horse.
Where does the light come out?
It's crazy. A lot of vintage fur coats there. Oh my God, this is crazy Barbie. It's like 3 feet, 4 feet. That's nuts. See what else is there?
It was more just like saving a trip.
This is very cool.
But I do all the shows and
Okay.
Got some Spice Girls there in the box. Happy Days figures. Pops, usual Pops. That's the R2-D2 case. Let's see. Let's go vintage Bulls jacket right there. Remember those? Power. What was that called? Power Line or something like that. Pro Force, Pro something, Pro Player. Texaco. Check out this Budweiser chandelier. That's nuts. I think it's awesome. Check out this sweet Harley Davidson mini bike. Very cool. $180 for it.
I can get 70 miles to the gallon on this hog.
Yeah, check out this even cooler. Big painting, I don't know what it is, like a big advertisement maybe. It's like a Mork and Mindy cartoon series.
No.
Pretty sure that's Hanna-Barbera that made that. Okay, let's keep on moving. Here's some board games over here. 101 Dalmatians, Don't Wake Daddy, Home Alone 2. Let's see what else is inside. Feature price. Zoo. Some cool glasses. Some Pezzas. Got a couple of sheets here. I'll probably go through that here in a minute. The Linus. There's a bunch of cool stuff. Precious Moments. Ernie. So I just got done looking at this guy's booth right here, and I picked up some stuff. I'm very happy with my pickups. It was a cool booth. I didn't record much in there because I was busy digging in some of the boxes. He had a lot of boxes back there. But yeah, I found some good stuff.
Yeah, because we don't find all metal ones very often. You find other materials and concrete and all that, but we sell those.
Very cool stuff.
Usually brass and copper ones that have character to them and the ages. The only one I ever got is I have my great grandmother.
Guy had 1985 Air Jordan 1s, Chicago's. Crazy. Check those things out, guys.
And it's like it sits there every time I look at it, it just reminds you about the very things I have.
Insane. They made those shoes to last. They're still wearing them. That's crazy. So I'm on the vintage clothing side, but as you can see, there's also lots of collectibles sprinkled in everywhere. So I'm gonna take a look. It's getting hard to record because I have a lot of stuff in my hand, so it's gonna be hard to record because I have to carry all this stuff. But we're gonna try to show you some more footage here, guys. Like, this is a cool booth right here with some vintage toys. Star Wars case, Slave One, Annie tray. Check these guys, Captain Hook. We'll take a closer look at those right now.
And I'll do $50 for all 6 of them.
For all these guys, Long John Silver, Captain Kidd.
I love that.
I don't think these are made by Imperial. Definitely do not need these, but $50. It's crazy. Keep on looking. Check out that boombox. Sweet. Vintage big boy. Woodstock. Very cool. This is a very cool booth. El Camino. The Dukes of Hazzard carrying case. So I didn't even see down here at the bottom of the table. They got all this vintage Star Wars stuff. There's an Ewok playset, Tauntaun, a whole bunch of things in there. I might have to dig. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here at this booth. Here's another booth with some toys, vintage toys. We got some Barbie stuff, Skipper. Evel Knievel. Some Universal Monsters. Cool little stuff. They had some old Disney, what are those, like Marks type toys. Bam Bam. More big boys. There's a lot of big boy stuff out here. These cool vintage puppets, Disney puppets. A couple lunch boxes. Those Empire Strikes Back. There's a bin of plushies. Get Along Gang. I have to check that stuff out. Go look in here as well. Some more of those guys. Those are Godzilla by Imperial. Oh, I like this Secret Wars Vans. Got one of those at home. Some neat stuff. Star Trek phone. Here goes some storybooks, Star Wars storybooks. Tauntaun. Wampa. Well, there's some pretty good stuff in here. Little Ronald McDonald foam, or like a foam finger thing. Very cool stuff. Alright, let's check out this crazy booth. It's like mostly Disney stuff. It's gigantic Mickey Mouse plush. It's insane. Check out all the crazy stuff. Mostly Disney, but there is a Ninja Turtle lunchbox. Some cool M&M stuff. Lots of vintage plush on this side. Very cool. I like the way they have it all set up too. This is insane. DuckTales. Oh man, check this out. So growing up, my mom had one of these. The guy, it was called I Love You This Much. The guy had his arms held up like he was gonna give a hug. I don't think they have one here. They have all but the one that I would probably buy. I'm pretty sure it said I love you this much. And since I was a little kid, my mom had, I don't know if she still does. I forgot what the designer of these little statues are called, but very cool. But man, check out all this stuff. There's no shortage of big boys here at the Rose Bowl Flea Market. There's some Alf up there hanging. Lots of cool stuff. Topo Gigio, E.T. Mickey's Popcorn Popper, that's a cool one. Check out the Thunder Lids right there. Crazy. Crazy looking figure. All right, that's gonna do it for me here at the Rose Bowl Flea Market. Awesome flea market, once a month. Definitely, if you have a chance to come out here to Pasadena to check it out, I suggest you do so. It's overwhelming, so if you haven't been to a flea market this big, it's way bigger than normal flea markets, and you definitely have to come with some bargaining skills, haggling skills, because that's how you're gonna get some good deals. And I definitely worked my skills today to get some of the deals I'm about to show you here before the video ends. But it was a great time. I met some cool people. Pristine Art on Instagram, give him a follow. I was checking out his booth. He has a lot of Japanese stuff, some vintage shirts as well. I recognized the items on his table, so that's why I asked him who it was. So it was cool if I get to meet him, give him a follow. Pristine Art on Instagram. He's a cool guy. And yeah, I got some good stuff. I'm happy with what I picked up. Picked up some stuff from my collection as well as my fiance. Even for the newborn, I got a newborn here. found something for him. So next time I'll show you the pickup side. Let me know what you guys thought of the flea market. It's definitely overwhelming of calm, but it's a lot of fun, guys. Very much fun. It was great to be back at the Rose Bowl Flea Market. Brought back a lot of memories. Many years ago, I used to actually sell there as a vendor. There's some guys I knew. We used to go set up and sell everything from vintage clothing, toys, sneakers, physical media, you name it. I sold it. And I still do that now, but mostly online. Do a lot of thrifting. Some of you guys know from my past videos, thrifting, flea markets. I just don't always film it because most of the time you don't always find stuff or that many things. But I do that. Still not as much as I used to. But yeah, vending at the Roseville Flea Market is definitely a different experience than any other flea market because it's huge. That flea market is ginormous, and man, so many people go there and shop. It's definitely known for celebrities shopping there since it's in Pasadena. Hollywood is right there. A lot of celebrities have been known to shop there. So it's definitely draws a lot of attention from all over the country. People from Japan come there to shop, especially for their jean selection. A lot of vintage jean vendors there that sell stuff. Jeans are worth a lot of money, people, man. It's insane. A couple $100 and thousands of dollars. But anyways, like I said, it brought back a lot of memories. Roseville Flea Market is definitely one of those flea markets you have to check out at least once. And they only do it once a month, so 12 times a year. It's not a lot of times that they do it. So it's the second Sunday of every month. But anyways, to get the best deals or to find the best stuff, you always want, this goes for any flea market, you want to go as early as possible, as soon as they open. Roseville opens at 5 a.m. I got there at 8 a.m., 3 hours later, but I still found good stuff for the collection and quite possible some things to flip as well. That's what I do, right? Flip the stuff, sell it. The stuff that I buy, I flip it, and then I use that profit to fund the toy collection, which is awesome. A great way to do it. I hit up a whole bunch of booths. A lot of vintage shirt vendors have piles of clothes. Whenever you see the piles of clothes on the floor, you know they're going to be cheap. And there are opportunities to find gems there, which I did here today. So all these I picked up from the same guy who had a pile of clothes. Just picked up a few vintage shirts. I want to show you guys real quick, get it out the way. Here's just like a real awesome 90s shirt, Poco Loco Club, single stitch. That's another one of those terms they use for 90s t-shirts. That's the way they used to make them, like one single stitch on the sleeve. But there's a lot more that goes into it too. But that's one of the identifications of 90s and 80s shirts. But it's a very cool, colorful shirt. Definitely, this is one that I'll be flipping, and all these were $5. He had a big pile of $5 t-shirts. Here's one that you guys will probably like. It's a Legend of Zelda Link shirt, and this is a cool like olive green color. It's a really dope shirt. So all these I'll probably end up flipping, trying to get a little bit of money to fund the toy collection. And then I actually found I do have a newborn. Some of you guys might know from watching my videos recently. And I actually found something for him, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of these movies growing up, even now. I love these movies. I'm talking about the Mighty Ducks movies from Disney. I ended up buying this onesie, this vintage 90s onesie of the Mighty Ducks. Really dope. Right there, the big old Anaheim across the body with the duck in the background. This is the Mighty Ducks, and then the duck right there on the leg. So this is pretty cool. He'll definitely fit into this in a few months. It's like 6 to 9 months. But yeah, like I said, I found something for everybody in the family here today. And then let's see what else. And another booth. Bought these from my fiance. She's a big Disney fan as well, but she definitely likes the cartoons, like the movies and stuff. So I found these vintage socks. Why not? For like $3. Why not? They're fun. Beauty and the Beast. And then in the back they got like these little roses, kind of like the bubble print, kind of like the hospital socks, so you don't be slipping and sliding on the floor. These are pretty cool, minty. So why not, right? You go to these things and you end up buying all kinds of crazy stuff when you find good deals. This last piece of clothing that I found, you saw it was at the very beginning of the video. I saw that as soon as I walked in to the first booth I went to, and I thought about it, and I said to myself, if I come back at the end of the day, and it's still there at the table, I'm going to try to haggle with the guy and see if I could get the price down. And I'm talking about definitely a weird pickup, but an awesome one. Hulk Hogan WWF underwears by Fruit of the Loom. These are the Fun Pals Boy Briefs, but brand new sealed. I mean, check out this packaging. It got the Immortal Hulk Hogan right in the front. Yeah! You see in the back right here, you got the Ultimate Warrior and the Legion of Doom as well. Who knows what other characters they are, but this is it's a 3-pack. So it's a 3-pack. So I'm wondering if all the other ones are the same. But either way, I don't know, because I'm not gonna open it. At least I don't think I am. But these are cool. It's just one of those weird WWF collectibles that it's just fun to have. You know, it's definitely a conversation piece right here. But yeah, I talked the guy down to 20 bucks, so why not? I saw one listed on eBay. I had to buy it now for $60, so I figured if I could talk him down to 20, why not, right? He got my last $20 bill for the day. So this was actually the last thing I bought before I went home. WWF underwears by From the Loom, vintage. These are from 1990. Okay, now it's time to show you guys the toys I picked up today. First, we're going to start off. I got all these for my fiance. She's also a collector of toys, Disney and girls' 80s toys. So I picked all these up from the same lady. We'll start first with this plush because, yeah, we like vintage plush. I got a whole bunch of vintage plush here sitting down. You got the Chewbacca here. I don't know if you can kind of see him. It's pretty cool. But here we got Birthday Bear from the Care Bears plush.
Oh boy, they're gonna throw me a party.
Very cool, clean. She has a couple of these. I think this is like the 4th or 5th of these big ones, because I also make little ones as well. But very cool. Got a bundle with all this stuff together for a very good price. So I'll pick that one up. I picked up this cool little Mickey Mouse in a tricycle. So the wheels are, or his legs are like a string. So when he rolls down, he like, his legs move, I guess, which is kind of funny. Cool. This is from the 70s, 1977 to be exact, made by Gabriel. Gabriel, of course, makes those awesome Western toys. Like, what do they make? The Zorro figures. Those are awesome. You guys haven't seen them. There's awesome 3 3/4 inch action figures. And then the other thing, the last thing I picked up from the same lady, all one bundle, was this Mickey's corn popper machine. It's not tested, but I mean, I got a good deal for everything for $10. I'd say it was a good deal. This is awesome. So hopefully I can find some batteries, pop it in, and it works. And then I guess the little balls just pop up. But if not, it's a very cool display piece. I'm gonna have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of like Mickey Mouse and Disney stuff, but for some reason I love the vintage Disney collectibles. So I'm a fan myself, you know. So it's a cool pickup, definitely for her collection, but very cool to have. I like it too. I'm a fan. Why not? These next items I got also from the same seller, well, a different seller from those Disney and Care Bear toys, but these were all bought from a different seller altogether. He had like a crazy trailer full of boxes of all kinds of toys, and he had tables. Nothing was very organized, which those are the booths that you want to hit up, because usually you're gonna get really good deals. They got so much stuff that they don't even bother setting it up neatly on their tables. They just leave things on boxes or piles on the table. So I found a box full of what appeared to be Transformers and transforming toys. So I dug in. A lot of them were broken, but I found some that I pretty much picked up all the ones that were not broken, and he even threw one of the broken ones in for free. And I'll show you guys right here. Let me pick them up in my hand, and then we'll get a closer look. I believe some of these are GoBots. Like I said, I don't collect Transformers, but I've been wanting to, you know, dip my toes into them. But So I got all of these. I already dropped one for $20. Here we have the lot of transforming toys that I bought from the guy's booth. I paid $20 for all this. So let me know, guys, was this a good deal? I probably won't be keeping all these. I'm not sure. I'm going to see if my older son, he's 8, if he wants to play with some of these, see if he's interested in them. If not, I'll probably end up selling them. So after I paid the guy for all those Transformers and GoBots, I kept searching his little booth area because he had lots of boxes full of like wrestling things. So I was trying to find some wrestling items that he had, and I found one item that I had never seen before. And I'm talking about this wrestling belt. It's from 1987, LJN, and I had never seen it before, so I was immediately intrigued. Like, I definitely wanted to find out more about it. And he even straight up said like that it goes for a lot of money online. So I looked it up, and sure enough, there weren't that many listed on eBay, and the ones that were brand new in the package, and they were asking like $300. And so the guy wanted $40 for it. I was hesitant because like I said, at first, before I looked it up, I didn't even know. And but it actually was pretty good, pretty clean. Besides the Hulk Hogan picture here in the front, it's all sun faded. It was the only thing that sucked. But I thought about it, and then I asked him about this other item right here, how much he wanted for it. And this is it right here. Let me show you guys real quick. This is a vintage Winnie the Pooh talking phone. This thing is pretty cool, pretty neat. It takes batteries, and I'm gonna definitely hook it up. And then when my newborn is old enough, he can play with this thing and push the buttons, and the little TV there on the screen moves and stuff. So again, it's not tested, but hopefully it works. If not, you can mess with it, push the buttons, right? It'll still be something fun for him to play. I asked him how much this was, and he said, if you buy the belt for $40, I'll throw that in for free. So, I mean, why not? I went ahead and did it. So this was kind of like a little bonus to get the belt. Now, the belt was really dirty. I actually cleaned it up really quick with a little wet rag and wiped it down before I started shooting the video. And it already looks a lot better than it did before. Like, you can even see the gold and the names here on the belt. But it's a very cool belt. It even has like this little lever. So you're supposed to move the lever. It's kind of hard right now to do it. See, it moves. It's not working too good. So it moves, and what it does, it changes the picture of Hulk Hogan to the face of the championship belt. So you see kind of like the picture moved out of place, so this thing doesn't work too good. So what I'm going to do, it does have some screws in the back. I'm going to unscrew it and then give this thing a real deep clean, make it look real nice, because there's still a lot of dust. You really need to scrub it with soap and water, not just water and a wet rag. And hopefully I'm going to try to see if I can fix the little picture thing in here. Maybe if I get it fixed, I'll probably display it with the championship face instead of the Hulk Hogan. Even though the Hulk Hogan does look cool, but it's all faded. But hopefully the other picture looks pretty good. And then maybe I'll post it on Instagram, like the final product. But it's a cool belt, like a lot of details here. I'll show you guys a closer look at some of the names on here. It's really awesome belt. It's a recreation of that old school belt there that Hogan, when he first won the World Heavyweight title. So this is an awesome pick right here. Glad to add this to the wrestling collection. I'm a big Hogan mark, what can I say? The LJN championship belt was already like one of the highlights of the day for me. But this last item was also another highlight. I grew up in the 80s and 90s watching NBA, late 80s I started watching NBA, but the 90s is really like the top. For me, is the top of the NBA, like the most memorable players and the best decade, in my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion depending on their age, how they grew up. But for me, it's definitely the 90s. Yeah, Michael Jordan, my Houston Rockets won back-to-back titles. I don't care what anyone says, Jordan retired or not, they're the champ. They won 2 championship belts. But anyways, There was a lot of characters in the 90s as well. You had like they were trying to like promote players and give them alter egos. You had like Larry Johnson was Grandmama.
Grandmama! Let's go.
But I think the best one was this guy, Penny Hardaway. His alter ego was Little Penny, famously voiced by the comedian Chris Rock. And I got him a box. I got the Little Penny box. This thing is freaking incredible. Check it out. Unfortunately, he does not work. This thing was made in the 90s. So definitely has a little try me button in the back. Sadly, the battery died. And I don't know if I'm going to pop him open. I'm sure you could change the battery. Hopefully the battery didn't corrode and then it still works if you pop in the new one. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave him in the box. This thing is pretty amazing. And the back has like some of the quotes that he says, as well as here in the front. Like I said, he was voiced by Chris Rock, and they're pretty much to promote his Nike shoes. So it was some Nike commercials with Penny Hardaway and Little Penny just acting a fool and being funny. They were great. Those commercials were great. If you've never seen them, look them up on YouTube. But great to have a Little Penny in the collection. The guy was asking $25 for him, which is already a great deal, sealed in the box. I asked him, would you take 20? The guy right away said, take it, it's yours. So happy to add this guy to the collection. Little Penny, awesome deal. I mean, I'm happy. This guy's great.
Resident. Little Penny?
Hey, what's going on? How's the road trip?
It's all right. What's all that? Are you having a party in my house?
Pardon? I'm just sitting here reading the book. Caught the game last night. Let me just put it this way. You're the best player in the NBA. I mean, those spin moves and the dunks. Oh, too vicious. I had to go outside and do some Tai Chi just to calm myself down.
Man, you are having a party. I swear. If you and your sloppy friends are messing up my house...
Oh, thanks, baby. Meet me by the pool.
Hello?
Hey, I can't talk now. I'm driving through a tunnel.
Let me know what you guys thought of the pickups. Let me know if you guys have been to the Rose Bowl Flea Market. What did you think of the flea market? You think it was great? It's definitely an awesome flea market. You're really going to have to search for them deals, but there are deals and everyone there is cool. Some people sell stuff for high, but a lot of them, you know, they got fair prices. And everyone's always willing to negotiate, haggle, especially the more you buy, of course. And then cash. Cash is king at flea markets. Always bring cash because that's what gets the deals done at flea markets. But it was an awesome time, fun time being back at the flea market at the Rose Bowl. I'm definitely gonna be back in the future. They're once a month, so it's definitely you really got to plan it out. But if you guys want to see me hit the flea market up again in another video, definitely let me know, and that will definitely motivate me to go back and do another video there and see what other awesome stuff we can find for the collection or to flip online. But yeah, awesome time once again at the Rose Bowl Flea Market. Like, comment, subscribe, leave those comments down below. I'll get back to every one of you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe for more of these toy hunting adventures. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to the video. I'll catch you guys on the next hunt. I'm SoCalShaolin. I am out.